Mashable is a global media company for superfans. So a superfan is someone in entertainment, culture, or technology who is just obsessed and wants to go deep into their topic. So for us, that's both a technical definition and a kind of a psychographic, that's the person that you are. So topically, it would be like the same people that line up for an iPhone are obsessed with Stranger Things or Game of Thrones or right now Handmaid's Tale on Hulu. They're the super fans. They're the ones that are setting up the forums. They're sharing the fan theories. They're creating their own. And so we really target that demo because we realized, first of all, Mashable, having a long pedigree in social, has the people who share the most and has the people who were influential because they were early to social. So we were we're still one of the top, I think, 3 publishers on Twitter in terms of retweets. We were very early there. We were early to Facebook. So we got these super fans and we target them across entertainment, culture, and technology. For us, it's the people formerly known as the geeks, right? It's the people who really steer the conversation. This is really, web culture is the center of our culture now. It is pop culture. And by targeting those people, we're able to reach everyone because they really start the conversation online. As of recently, actually, Mashable does more video views than views on text, but we do not think of video and text as separate things. We don't think of video as a monolith. We don't think that a feature film is the same thing as a little video you might share with your friends on social. So we see it more as a spectrum and more about multimedia storytelling. What we're going to talk about at the New Fronts is 2 things. And they're actually not what you might expect. It's not shows. It's not, we're going to make TV just like TV is right now, a 30-minute thing. It's in your living room, it's on a big screen. Because that's not where the world's going. So we're really focused on what's different about digital storytelling, what is different about digital video. And we think there's 2 things. One is that you can get a lot more data about your audience. It's not about a mass audience, it's not about making stuff for everyone, it's about making the right thing for the right person at the right time on the right device. So we have a data announcement, and that's called Kilogram. We also think it's a different device. The mobile device is the primary device for video consumption going forward, so we've got to make in formats that work best on that device. So the data announcement is called Kilogram. That is about tracking or segmenting audiences and putting the right stuff in front of them. So what we do in very simple terms is regular influencer marketing we think is crazy. It's we are going to find someone on Instagram that has a bunch of followers and we're going to give them a bunch of money and they're going to show up to our event or they're going to share a photo, and then that's really going to help us somehow. But it's an inexact science, right? People don't track, well, did they actually change opinions on that? Did they steer someone? And what we're increasingly seeing is that actually people don't trust that recommendation, that they see a celebrity share something and they go, that celebrity was probably paid. And you know what, it's not helping when you have stuff like Fyre Festival where suddenly the product is actually not that similar to the thing that was shared, and that really has broken down trust in influencer marketing. The person who actually influences you is your friend or someone who's a direct connection to you. So what Kilogram does is it says, if someone shares something, we can actually measure who came back after that share. So we define the new influencer, as we call them, as someone who brings back 7 times as many shares as the average visitor to our site, and then we can refine those people everywhere else. So a new influencer is someone who really drives the conversation online. We can actually show every share from Mashable, kind of like a flower, it blossoming. They had 10 people came back from Facebook, and they seemed to share it on IM because we saw a bunch of people come back from what we call dark social, and we saw some people come back from Twitter. Create a segment, and then the next time we have something on that topic, let's say it's late night comedy, we say, okay, we need to refine that influencer, and we can refine them on our site, we can refine them on social networks, and we can now as well refine them on other sites. So we've matched those IDs up. It's not personalized, completely anonymized. It's not about individuals, but we're able to create these segments where we can drive the right people to the right content, whether that's shows, whether that's branded content. The other thing that's really important about that, and I'm sure Ed spoke to you about, is just as important as influencers are what we call influenceables. So the people who they hear about Handmaid's Tale and they say, well, I've got to check that out. The people who are led by the influencers and then make their decisions on, oh, okay, this guy knows about what's great on online TV. I'm actually going to follow that recommendation. So tracking that as an actual science is also super important, and we do that too. So that's Kilogram in a nutshell. Real, actual numbers around influence and did they actually drive an audience to talk about that thing, and did they change minds? Next thing is Mashable Reels, which is a full bleed vertical video experience, chapterized on the mobile phone. We're releasing, I think, 2 a day going forward, and you know what, you just got to try it because it's cool.
What's next? What's exciting for you, and what do you hope to achieve?
I think so. Again, it's all about how do you create video differently on the mobile phone. But I think in addition to that, it's about shows for us. So it's about what about instead of just creating video on social networks that you consume in these nuggets, about having singular thoughts, we're moving to kind of bigger budgets, more premium, more addictive stuff that's going to be kind of appointment viewing for you, and really starting to compete with television in that way. And I do think that you're seeing this more and more, whether it's the social networks or the Netflixes or the Amazons of the world, looking at, can we go longer form? Can we be more engaging and immersive? And can we be more premium? So we're going to move up the funnel, not just videos that you can consume on your social networks, but longer form, more immersive, more premium.